From the street, first reaction, we just came from a press screening of Boots Riley's latest I Love Boosters. And holy God, is it bizarre. There were a couple of times I was quite frankly speechless.
Yes.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, he doesn't quibble with genres. He cross-cuts any kind of idea that comes to him. At some point, his stuff gets fantastic. I want to say
Fantastical.
phantasmagoric is most definitely a word to be used with his stuff. Socio-political is also a good word to use for his stuff, because he's got stuff in there he wants to talk to you about. He wants you to talk to others about, and he definitely wants and needs some change in the power structure in this country, which is a theme that he comes back to time and time again. But in this one, this was a center on specifically fashion and labor, and the exploitiveness of fashion on the people, and the exploitiveness of labor, and the lack of organization, and the conspiracy to keep that organization unorganized. It's crazy and fascinating.
It's subtle as a heart attack.
Yeah, there is nothing subtle.
It's like a heart attack while an anvil drops on you from a great height. It's cartoony. It's like a live action cartoon.
There are moments where and
there's straight up animation,
straight out like Looney Tunes.
Yes.
There are moments where like I said, he crosses genres, and it's not just horror or action or comedy, but cartoons, anime. The guys across the board. He lets nothing hold him back as far as what he wants to do on screen, and what he wants to do on screen is everything.
I had some real like Sam Raimi vibes, like Evil Dead 2 vibes.
Absolutely. I mean, there's he manages to even incorporate claymation, which, stop motion claymation. Which I wish I could spoil stuff. I wish I could tell you stuff but anything I tell you will, one, spoil, and two, not make a bit of sense unless you have the context of the rest of this narrative.
What I was really impressed by, and I was not familiar with Boots Riley before, but what I was really impressed with was the filmmaking,
yes,
the technique,
yes,
the use of stop motion, the use of animation, the use of miniatures,
yes,
and things like that.
Yes.
So, and it's real old school filmmaking,
yes,
and it's not meant to be real.
No, there are moments where it
jumps off the cliff of reality at times.
To call this movie ultra-stylized is kind of just soft coding it.
Understatement.
It's probably the understatement of the year. His stuff is mega ultra-stylized. Every scene is like a conceptualized to go with color, to go with the mood of the characters. There's just so much going on, and that's all I didn't even get to the tune yards who do the music for the score. Fantastic. It'll be ringing in your head long after you've left the theater.
The score, I thought, was like really inventive and odd, and but fit.
Yes.
It fit the material
Absolutely.
really, really well.
And if you didn't get it the first time, as it goes on, the movie, you start bouncing around. Oh, it's back again. I'm back, and the music just adds to the mood and the moment of the scene. It's wild. It's not for everyone.
That's what I was going to say too. I was watching it and thinking,
will not be for everyone. A lot of folks will have a lot of criticisms. They'll have a lot of things to say. Given too much in some cases. Hard to understand for some folks. I get it. There's a lot of stuff in there to take apart also. So you may have to watch one or two more times besides the first one.
Yeah, there are people who will not get this at all.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. 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 And for different reasons.
Right.
And I think even in the movie, he even talks about how there are things that need to be changed and need to be done, and that there are people amongst us who don't get it, who do not want to get it.
Right. They don't want to change.
They don't want to change. Some of the people are people who don't want to change, and some of the people are other types of people that the movie gets into. That is, that's the like when he takes the whole bizarre level up an extra notch than it already was. Because at some point, Boots Riley movies, and I'll say the two that I know, or the two that he's done, Sorry to Bother You and I'm a Virgo, are all that level where it's socio-political, ultra-stylized, phantasmagoric, and then we'll hit you with some very poignant, very sentimental grievances that he and the black community have had for years. So a lot of this stuff is like new. It's going to be new to some people, but a lot of this stuff is going to be very old. And as far as like the complaints and the things that need to be changed, and the things that he's calling for things to be changed, because he comes from an activist background, he has that in him to bring up issues and try and get some of these things at least conversationally going, if not solved. The conversation going. He's interesting, and he's a guy definitely we need for the time.
Yeah.
With that said, there's a lot of folks that's going to be like, I don't know if I could take his movies. I don't know if I could.
Here's my question: who is this movie for?
This movie is for definitely younger generations. It's definitely for I want to say the Gen Z, the Gen Alpha, the millennials. So? Yeah, because it's trying to reach folks, one, on a very basic surface level that everyone has kind of gotten into, which is pop culture.
It's not gonna. The thing is, it's so over the top.
Yes.
That there's. I mean, is there subtext?
Yeah. Oh, there is. It's just that it's a huge cake, and it's layered with stuff, and right in the middle is this stuff, but it's layered between like
it's the cake with the nail file in it that breaks you out of jail.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like a nail file. It looks like something else.
Right.
But it most definitely will have the same effect that he's trying to get, without you being bored. He's also interested in you not being bored.
The movie is 2 hours, and it
2
moves.
plus. It's supposed to be 2 plus.
It
but
really moves. Like I was not. I told you I was a little sleepy before it. I woke right up.
The pacing is without question solid. It moves. It never stops.
Fantastic editing.
Gives you something always, even if it's not something to think about, even if it's not something to listen to. He's constantly throwing things on screen for you to look at.
All right,
the stuff is beautiful. It's a chaotically beautiful movie.
Yeah, we said in our preview, because we talked about it after we saw the trailer.
Yeah, we
said this was a see it. I concur with what we said before.
Yeah,
this is definitely see this one in the theater. See it on the biggest screen you can.
Yeah,
it will blow your mind unless you really don't get it. But for those of you who are questioning, watch the trailer. You'll know.
Yeah, it doesn't. You're not going to look at the trailer and then go to the movie and go, oh, that's not what I expected.
Right.
It is crazy from beginning to end, but crazy in the best way.
Absolutely.
It gives you a lot to think about.
All right, so that's Jason and Yas on the street doing our first. This is our first like a instant right out of the screening review of
fresh out the oven.
Boots Riley's I Love Boosters. Check it out in theaters, and you can read these reviews on NoRestOfTheWeekendPodcast.com. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and all your favorite platforms. Until next time.
This is the BTRP Media Network.